My name is Sergeant Sarah Parent, and I am one of the sergeants here at the Musical Ride. So currently this year, I'm in charge of training our young horses, so our remount horses. So they're aged 3 to 5, and I'm helping to prepare them to become musical ride horses. Every year I'll rotate. So next year, starting this fall, technically in November, I will switch to the equitation side, which means I'll be training the new members that will be coming here to hopefully make it to the musical ride one day. And then in 2027, I go back to the musical ride and take them on tour. So I design the show, I assign horses and riders, and then I go out on tour with them for that year. So the musical ride is a troupe typically of 32 horses, can be less, and it's a set of drill movements set to choreography, to music, and they're all police officers that do it. So it goes back to our drill days, and we go out into the public, so people submit to request that we come to their community, and if it's accepted, then we go to the community and they will host us there. And it's typically for a not-for-profit organization. Once they cover their costs of having us there, then the money goes back into the communities for different events that they choose. Probably the biggest thing is people think that these are police horses. So they think we actually go out and do crowd control and do police work with them. These horses are strictly ceremonial work. So we only do red surge events, meaning we're sitting on horseback in our red surge for either people to take photos of us or like for grand openings or to perform a show. They're never used for crowd control or any type of police work. These are not the kind of horses that you could even do that with. They're flight animals. Usually you would have like a heavy horse, like a workhorse cross for that type of event, but most people think because we're police that we're using them for police duty, but they're strictly ceremonial. So I'm originally from New Brunswick. I did grow up riding horses. I've been riding since I've been about 8 years old. I always knew I wanted to be in some sort of first responder career. That just always interested me. I chose to go the route of RCMP. I had no interest of joining the musical ride. I saw the musical ride when I was a little girl. I have photos, but that wasn't where my career I thought was taking me. I really enjoyed being a police officer. I was a regular member doing general duty police work in Alberta for 4.5 years. And then I was due to transfer. I had a friend that had came to the ride. My life circumstance had changed, and I thought, hey, why not try for the ride, see what it's all about? And I came here in 2014, and I basically have never left. I've been involved in lots of very important events in my time at the musical ride. So I was involved in the King's coronation, so that was very stressful to be at the front. Even when the King was here, I led that procession as well, so that was a very important role. I didn't think I would be as nervous, but I was. Just if my horse stopped, the rest of the contingency behind us would have stopped. So myself and another sergeant were the leaders, and that was a lot because we practice, but it's never the same as day of because we don't have all the people and all the barriers, and horses are unpredictable. They're their own living animals, so they could be perfect one day and terrible the next day. I have lots of great memories from being here. One of my big highlights, I guess, was in 2016. I got to fly with the horses. So we took the entire musical ride to Windsor Castle for the Queen's 90th birthday celebrations. At the time, I was just a constable. I was on my second year on the musical ride, and I was selected to go with the horses. So I went in a crate in the back of the airplane, and I did the whole deal. And because I grew up with horses, that's something that most people don't get to experience. So to me, that was a huge highlight and something very unique to the horse world that I got to experience. But I'll remember that forever. And obviously doing the King's coronation, and I did the Queen's Platinum Jubilee was also super big highlights. There's lots of different opinions. If you've been on the musical ride, you typically have loved it and you have lots of great highlights. Some people don't think we work very hard because they've never ridden a horse and they're not really sure. But usually we're still very well received. When we go out to the communities, we usually meet up with the local detachment, talk to the members there, let them know what we're doing, see how things are going for them. We're still all very connected. We're all working for the same organization, and we're usually very well received everywhere. Probably the most challenging is just the repetition. So it's a lot of the same thing over and over, day in and day out. We ride twice a day, every day for about an hour and a half each time. And when you're learning the show, you're just doing the same thing over and over. So lots of repetition. The stables is the same. Every morning we do the exact same thing. Every time after we ride, it's the exact same thing. So we're very structured here. So that can get challenging on people. And then being away from family. So right now the musical ride is in Alberta for 9.5 weeks. If you have kids or even spouses, you're gone from your home for that 9.5 weeks. So that can also be challenging for lots of people. I want everyone to remember their time here as something fun and something that they can look back on and think about all the great things they did. We're very strict on what we do because it's safety, but I want to keep that fun aspect of it and reminding them that could be the one and only time in their career that they get to see such a positive side of things and make the most of it. When we go to communities, you get out and you talk to people and they're interested in where you've been and where you've came from and all your different highlights that you have. And that's what's going to really make the most of your time here, because talking to the public is what it's all about, and the kids and people love us. So what impresses me the most about Canada or the Canadians, so we'll go to a town with a population of maybe like 2,000 or 3,000 people, and 5,000 people show up to see our show, and the sound system will fail and everyone in the crowd will sing "O Canada." And the feeling you get to hear that, it gives you shivers and almost will bring tears to your eye. Like, still, no matter how many times you'll hear it, it's unreal. And everyone's always so friendly and happy, and we're treated like we're rock stars at a lot of places we show up, and it's unreal how nice that is.